Right, a very good evening and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue with this discussion of change in the nation of Zimbabwe. Without fear or favor, we are in that season where we have to talk as a nation about our future. Our future is at stake at this point in time, and we are digging deeper to see what is happening in the countryside and in different parts of Zimbabwe. This is not a rural phenomenon, it's a countrywide phenomenon, both rural and urban. But I need to focus more importantly, more on the rural. But I'm going to use this video, which is representing both the rural and the urban, the same problems which are being faced there. This is a clear indication, a clear sign that ZANU PF is no longer popular in the countryside and everywhere else. And let us go to the video so that we get to understand what is really happening and what is really transpiring. For those who understand ZANU PF politics, you would agree and understand that things are no longer okay within ZANU PF structures. This song you are hearing, this is an old woman, probably a war veteran, who is singing this song. And she is actually sending a clear message through a song. She's sending a clear message about the water woes and the water problems and challenges faced by villagers, faced by urbanites, faced by everybody in the nation Zimbabwe. This is a clear indication that these people are ready for change. They are becoming ripe for change. You can actually see that the center is no longer holding. You can no longer continue to oppress the people and do whatever you want without them questioning you and your authority. This is what is happening. So if you listen very carefully to this song, the points being raised from that song, that is a deliberate way of sending a message. And this message has been recorded, has been sent, has been published, and is circulating across. This is a clear indication ekuti taneta hadzichada. There are people in the rural areas, in the marginalized areas, who are saying the same things on a daily basis. We live in the countryside. We meet these old women and young women each and every day. The message is the same. You know, when this aqua thing started, they were asking questions. Why is it that they are not prioritizing putting solar balls for us? These are the questions. Others are saying we are supposed to travel long distances to fetch water. Why is it that the government is not prioritizing to do that? Why is it that they are distributing cars to people? So I can tell you, if I'm to give you an example of Mwenezi is down. Nothing is moving in Mwenezi. When it comes to the issue of education, there are no schools. The school at my place is not a school. Kids have to go to another school to write examinations. That is a fact. It pains me a lot. I know that my son or my daughter will never get education at that school. I have to find an alternative. But what about somebody with nothing to find an alternative? What about somebody who can't find an alternative, who is attached to that school only? That is something very important right here. So we are dealing with a situation where our people are backward, where our people don't have schools, where our people do not have water, where our people are sharing the same bowl with livestock. Imagine you go to the bowl in the morning. I experienced this. I am experiencing this. You go to the bowl in the morning together with your cows. You come back at 8 p.m. This is the situation. Imagine if you don't have somebody who is working for you. You will never be productive. You never do anything. So, given the fact that right now we have El Nino, and we have drought. Things are worse. There is a stampede at our bowls, a stampede for cattle, stampede for human beings. And the government does not care. They are buying Range Rovers. Do you know that the cars Chivayo bought for Japreza can buy, that car for Japreza can buy 2 rigs. If you are not paying duty, it can buy 3 drilling rigs. That is a fact. You see. So you can actually see that this nation we are living as a Zimbabwe, Taifanonge, each and every district, Rine Rigiraro. I'm telling you this, each and every district was supposed to have a rig which was going to be drilling bores in rural areas. And also that in areas like Meneze, we have Tokwem Kosi Dam, we were supposed to have piped the water, tapped the water there. Everything can happen, but it's just that the government does not want. The government hates its own people. And this is the reason why Chembere are now using songs to send a message. This was a phenomenon during the liberation struggle. When you see a message being sent, it was not being sent by simply talking. It was through a song. Because it's very difficult for you to charge somebody who is singing than to charge somebody who is talking. So this is a new way and a new method of sending a clear message to these people. People are walking more than 20 kilometers in my village to access a clinic. If there was no clinic which was built by a church nearby, we were going to have more problems because the nearest clinic or built by the government is far away, more than 30 kilometers. Just imagine if your wife is pregnant and something happens. Just imagine if somebody is attacked or is injured or something happens. You see, these are the issues we are talking about. This is the reason why every day we have to speak. We don't speak for ourselves. We are speaking for the marginalized. We are speaking for those without an opportunity. We got an opportunity through hook and crook to go to school. I traveled to school every day. I was traveling more than 25 kilometers to go to school every day on daily basis, to and fro. I could spend a whole week without even seeing the ground of my home because I could leave home while it is still dark and I'll come back while it is still dark. I cannot let that happen to my children. I can't let it happen to the people in my village. So when we speak about these things, let us conscientize each other, Team Zimbabwe, that the right time for change is now. The villagers are starting to understand the reason why we were saying no Sonchamisa ngapinde. They are starting to see the reasons why we were there. You know, I like this thing. In my village or in my area, the councillor does not attend funerals. The MP does not attend funerals. I do attend funerals. Why? It's because I believe that we must be together with the people. I believe that we must be there assisting those who are in troubles, those who are in problems. But these are the same people who voted for ZANU PF. But we have to continue to conscientize them. We have to continue to show them that Triple C was better. Nelson Chamisa was better. Yes, they chose otherwise, but we continue to show them and they are seeing the light. So this is a moment where we need to engage each other, unite and make sure that we fight for the common cause. So I don't want to waste much of your time. I just want to leave you listening to this video once again. And I need you to listen carefully to what this woman is saying. Listen carefully to the words being sang by this woman. I need you to listen very carefully so that you get to understand where we are going and why I believe that the struggle is about to end.
Zvinoda vanesinga, zvokubata chikorani, zvedu zvinotandono. Siyamanya